Oh yes, all man a place over day. What forces them on a place over day for all the generals, what commanders them, the brave men and women them where they don't give Ambazonia the pride with this generation get them all on a place day. La République is under intense international and internal pressure. Paul Biya, the colonial dictator for La République du Cameroon, is under intense international and internal pressure. Before we go for La République de Amata, first, make we start with some very important information. We want to remind all Ambazonians and anyone where they stay for Ambazonia, where they come out for another country, for the next 12 days, the foreigners resident permit tax, it will come into law and it will come into effect from the 1st of July 2024. And the primary target na citizens of La République du Cameroon. You pay your tax, you pay your foreigners resident permit tax, or you leave the Ambazonian territory. Number two, we want to congratulate the Ambazonian Defense Forces for the state of Mezam. We want to congratulate the Ambazonian Defense Forces of the Bamenda Brigade. What forces them? We not then they chop fire for broad daylight and they fight the biggest urban guerrilla warfare. This today so when Tuesday number 18 day for this month for June for 2024 for broad daylight for inside afternoon where sun dey shine where all man dey see am, the Ambazonian Defense Forces they ambush the Cameroon military for broad daylight for a special operation. And for that operation, we have brave fighters who they liberate the land. They take out 2 Cameroon terrorist occupation Bulu bees them. Make una watch the video, una see, una liberators them in action for broad daylight for inside Ambazonia resistance capital and the biggest Ambazonian city for inside Bamenda. Una watch the video.
Tank alive, tank alive. Live, c'est secondé. C'est secondé, c'est secondé. Tank alive, tank alive. Live, c'est secondé. C'est secondé, c'est secondé. Tank alive.
Now, when I force them that, broad daylight, inside the city of Bamenda, 2 Cameroon terrorist occupation Bulu barbarians, they don't be taken out of the battlefield. In fact, make a read on the message where the leader is sent them today. The leader talks say the Ambazonian Defense Forces, they don't kill 2 Cameroon occupation Bulu barbarians for inside the city of Bamenda for a broad daylight operation. And the leader in message, he conclude and say, 2 special statuses. the day on their way for be handed over to the Cameroon colonial dictator Biya, and to the Cameroon colonial prime minister Mr. Diongute, and to the Cameroon colonial minister of territorial administration Mr. Atango. So Mr. Biya and Mr. Diongute and Mr. Atanganji, una two special statuses. They on their way for be delivered for una for inside Mvomeka. Number 3, the Ambazonian forces them for inside the great state of Boyo. They don't also adopt and they declare, say the color for taxi when a yellow from today for inside the state of Boyo, the color for taxi when a yellow, it don't be banned. For all taxi drivers them and for all taxi owners them, the Ambazonian forces for Boyo, just as for Mezam, just as for Momo, just as across Ambazonia, they don't talk, say they say, all taxi, they must change their color from yellow to blue and white. And so forces for Boyo, they don't declare. And the forces are the authority of the land. As they don't talk, it don't become a law of the liberation. And we, the Ambazonian Governing Council, as all wanna know, the leader, it don't endorse this policy, and the leader, it don't talk to the Ambazonian Governing Council, it go help all forces across the territory for implement this policy and escalate the resistance. The Ambazonian people, they must take control, and we must distinguish ourselves from anything Cameroon. If Cameroon, their taxi color be yellow, Ambazonia, going forward, what taxi color will be in blue and white. La République du Cameroon is under intense pressure because of Ambazonian success. La République du Cameroon is under intense pressure because of Ambazonian success. Oh, another news day where they don't put them for my front day, and where he also come out for the office of the leader. He talks, say, if you betray Ambazonia, the Ambazonian people them, they go haunt you for until they carry you, they go for hellfire. He talks, say, today, taken out of the battlefield in Donga for aiding enemy forces in Cameroon. That means, say, for La République du Cameroon, a traitor, one of La République du Cameroon, they are traitor, they are member of their intelligence operation, they are spy. It don't be taken out today for Donga by Ambazonian forces them for Nkambe. All right. Biya, Diongute, and the Cameroon government in general, they under intense pressure by the international community. They under intense pressure by international organizations, including the United Nations, including the African Union. Mr. Biya, they under intense pressure. They don't talk, say, make Biya, he cancel the Cameroon election for 2025. First, make it solve the conflict between Cameroon and Ambazonia and bring peace, security, and stability before any election or any political transition, if it be as an agenda item. For this kind of time, with insecurity over high, the conflict for Ambazonia, it is still rage on, and the Cameroon government is not fit, it not get the means, it not get the capacity, and it not get the will for resolve that conflict and accept international mediation for go hold election for this time. It not be na a sensible thing, it not be na the correct time, it not be na the good thing, because the conditions did not be good for any credible election for take place. Not only for Cameroon, but also for the conflict region, for the inside the Ambazonia territory. For all Ambazonians, The resistance don't reach to a place now where we, the Ambazonian people, them, for all the success them we don't achieve them on the ground, as all when I see them now, from which it don't happen for Mamfe, when all the noise be the happen, with all the traitors, then when they be the talk, as all when I now don't the weakness which it happen. The Ambazonian people them, they on the offensive. The Ambazonian liberation struggle, they on the offensive. Now we get the upper hand. As I explained 2 weeks ago, we get what they call and say escalatory dominance. Now we decide whether moto it move from Ambazonia or not. Now we decide whether road they be closed for Ambazonia or they be open for Ambazonia. Now we decide whether the Ambazonia territory be open or it be closed. Not be na Cameroon. Now we decide what happen for Ambazonia. Not be na Cameroon. If we want to make all La Republic citizens they live in Ambazonia, now we go decide. If we no want to make petrol cross Ambazonia go for Cameroon, now we go decide. If we no want to make things that come out Biafra, come out Nigeria, enter for Cameroon, now we go decide. Cameroon is life. It then for the hand of Ambazonia. The oxygen we Cameroon the consumer, whether not the economic oxygen, social oxygen, political oxygen, security oxygen, business oxygen, all the oxygen them we Cameroon the consumer. It didn't have Ambazonia their hand. So Ambazonia get before a perfect place for the best possible time for decide how we want to make Cameroon be. Now, how we want to make Cameroon be politically, how we want me to be economically, how we want me to be socially, how we want to make Cameroon be. Now, our decision. If today we want to make Cameroon scatter, now we go decide. If today we want to make Cameroon it go into total chaos, now we go decide. The future of Cameroon, it didn't have Ambazonian people in their hand. Not be the other way around. The future of Ambazonia is not there for Cameroon in hand. The future of Ambazonia is not there for Paul Biya hand. It's not there for Diongute hand. But the future of Cameroon, it didn't for Ambazonia in hand. We fit do and we fit undo. Now the power that way Ambazonia get them will be powerful. We must make use of that power. We don't live on a stupid, weak, backward people them. They use manipulation, they use deception, they take over our territory, and they turn our people into slaves. They make our people may they get a miserable existence. For live hopeless lives. Lives of misery and poverty, early death. A life where person don't know what they call happiness. A life where the only thing where they don't give for our people them, na torture, terror, pain, dehumanization, humiliation, shame, death, incarceration, assassination, rape, murder, extortion, exploitation, and endless intimidation. That's why this generation rise up. That's why our people rise up. That's why we rise up. Never again will such a backward, a primitive, a poor people them, poor in mentality, poor in character, a very corrupt people them, a very wicked people them, for get anything, for do with our territory, for do with our country, for do with our land. The end, it don't come. As a result of all which they don't do for our people them. Since 2018, all will still recall the colonial SDO for the state of Manu. It put out a public communique instructed from Biya and from Yaoundé for drive Ambazonians from their villages. When our people they strive for start for come back for those villages, they go recruit this, they go bring in the bees, they go bring in the gendarmes, they go bring in the army, they go bring in their police them, in the form of disguised Ambazonian fighters for kill our people them, terrorize our people them, burn those villages, for chase our people them back to Nigeria and chase our people them back for forest. So that they communicate with the sign them for 2018 for drive our people them, dispossess them, move them from their villages and their towns. It still be active. Now they don't come out. Say they want to put a ban on the circulation of motorbikes, Okada, for deprive hundreds of thousands of Ambazonian young men and women for be able to make a living, for be able to feed their families, for be able to take care of their families, for be able to take care of themselves, for be able to get hope, for be able to find something where it will empower them and sustain their lives. The only small hope where they be get them for do Okada, the occupier, it won't take away their ability for earn a living, for make a living, and for take care of themselves and their families. All these actions, not deliberate policies engineered by the terrorist occupation state and being pushed out by these beneficiaries of the occupation in the name of DOs, in the name of SDOs, in the name of government delegates, and in the name of mayors. It be important, say at this state of our resistance and our liberation, for certain actions to be carried out against Cameroon. The introduction of the change of taxi colors, not just the beginning of this escalatory dominance, we will go introduce them for this next half of the year, other year we remain. For the next 6 months, we go turn the territory upside down against Cameroon. For the next 6 months, we go turn the Ambazonian territory upside down. Not being against what people them, but now for affect and permanently end the occupation system. We go escalate for the way every person when a part of Cameroon occupation system, it no go fit bear the pressure. The pressure will come out from the international community is not correct. The pressure will come out from these big countries them on Paul Biya, Diongote, and the Cameroon government is not correct. We must escalate and make Cameroon itself become ungovernable. We must escalate. In the coming weeks, in the next maybe 10 days, 11 days, the introduction of the foreigners residence permit, it will come into effect. More policies, they will come into effect where we will turn the Ambazonian territory upside down as a punishment to Cameroon, including the ban for carry chop, go sell them inside La République du Cameroon. All these strategies, all these resistance and escalatory strategies, they now for work out the modalities and for work out the details of those policy and the enforcement mechanism. The goal here now for intensify our campaign against foreign domination, our goal now for escalate and intensify our campaign Good afternoon, Lucas speaking. Good. I know that we have some tools we left in the rental, and so I will be on my way to pick those tools up. So make every Ambazonian citizen get yourself ready for what's coming. Prepare yourself for waiting to come. It will reach a time and it will reach a point where it will be forbidden for even sell chop for any Cameroon colonial administrator of Ambazonian. Would it come to a point where it will be forbidden for sell chop for any Cameroon military person, for any Cameroon army man, for any Cameroon gendarme, for any Cameroon police, for any Cameroon bee? It will be forbidden for sell chop for any councillor, whether the born in for Ambazonia and you be a member of the CPDM party. It will be forbidden for sell chop for you. It will be forbidden. Will it come to a point? It will be forbidden. Any Cameroon member of the CPDM party for live inside the Ambazonian territory. Or a Cameroon policeman, or a Cameroon army, or a Cameroon bee, or a Cameroon gendarme for stay inside the quarter. Would it come to a point we must escalate, turn the territory upside down against the occupier? Will make it be impossible. Now we must force Paul Biya. Now we must mount that pressure. Now we be in control. So now we go determine the kind pressure, the kind leverage, the kind pain where we go induce them, where we go introduce them. Forget these people them. Where they say they no one sign their exit from Ambazonia, for can't sign that exit. Mr. Paul Biya must come finish with his starter for Canada. The pre-talks, they don't lay the foundation for the final comprehensive peace agreement between Ambazonia and Cameroon in exit. They don't recognize, sign, and accept the recognition of Ambazonia. For the Toronto Declaration document, make una not take them very lightly. Now the first time that for the history of our people them, the occupier recognize the existence, the identity, the existence, and our identity as a people and as a state. We will not be a part of Cameroon. For the first time, Cameroon accept in front of the United Nations and other notable countries with a BB witness to the pre-talks negotiation. Cameroon accept, say it be an occupying power for inside the Ambazonian territory. Would you repeat this information so that we will constantly understand why the Ambazonian Governing Council it take the steps and we take them? Why the leader they take the policies them it introduce the kind of policy that they introduce them? Why the council, the Ambazonian Governing Council, it adopt these new escalatory policies? Because the faster we intensify our action, certain non-violent action, we immobilize the entire Ambazonian population. Now the faster we go push the occupier out. Now the faster we choke them. Now the faster we make Cameroon itself become ungovernable. Now we get the key. Now we get the control for how things they happen. It be now up to we. It not be up to the international community and it not be up to Cameroon. Now we, through what actions, wait till we don't see them for Bamenda today. Now the beginning of a lot of things where they come. Anytime they talk say Okada, he no go operate for Boya, he no go operate for Kumba. Anytime they limit Okada, anytime any colonial authority, colonial administrator, he can't talk say, oh, Okada no go work from 6 o'clock for evening till 6 o'clock for morning time. For that very day, we go introduce a counter, more stronger and more harsh measures. We go be 10 times harsh against the occupier. So every citizen on the ground, if you never pay a liberation tax, time they come where they go to move you on top Okada. That means say you no go climb on top Okada until you pay a liberation tax. The time they come as we de-escalate against Cameroon, we go also make sure say Ambazonians they take responsibility for the liberation and for the resistance. Every Ambazonian must make a meaningful, measurable contribution to the resistance and to the liberation. It no go only be at the work of the fighters. It no go only be at the work of the fighters. It no go only be at the work of the forces. Not be not only the forces, they must carry the load of the liberation for their head. You as a citizen, where they fight for you, you must also pay your own price for the liberation. For taxi driver them now, una own contribution now, una own contribution. Una get a certain period of time, we don't be given for una for change una taxi color them. The law don't start immediately, so go change your taxi color. Now your contribution that for the liberation, for distinguish ourselves from Cameroon. When person take taxi for La République du Cameroon, they are taxi na yellow. When they come from Ambazonian, they say na blue and white. They go know say they didn't for a different country. Those things, those visual symbols, they be symbolic and they be significant and they be very important. The question I say, is there a cost to the taxi drivers who change this or implement this liberation policy? Of course, there is a small cost. Now, a very small, tiny cost where you as a citizen, you make them as a contribution to your own freedom, to your own liberation, to your own future. Yesterday, actually, I began a call from a brother. He don't leave me a message, and he expressed a disagreement with this policy, how the policy will lead, it go make La République, it kill Ambazonians. You know, actually say La République go kill Ambazonian taxi driver them. They do now wait. He say, oh, they paint taxi blue and white. I talk say, now Ambazonian make the color where they call and say blue and white. Now La République they create the color where they call and yellow. Why La République choose to make their taxi yellow? So what would be the crime where a person will commit by painting the taxi blue and white? Oh, it go expose our people them. It go make them. They go La République military go kill our people them. And this brother, now a great patriot, a great friend. So sometimes it be important we get these exchanges, just for get people their own views and their own opinion, and for see who's that they come from. So we understand the limitations where Ambazonians get them for always see something from always the negative spectrum, from always a negative filter. Nice survival tactic. It be generated by fear. And I remember this same time last year for 2023, when the AGOFC introduced the liberation tax, we encountered the same logic. Say, hey, you know if you ask people they may pay tax, the occupier go kill them. And up till today, there is no evidence across the territory. Say an Ambazonian don't be killed because he paid the liberation tax. There's no evidence. An Ambazonian don't be killed by the occupier because that person carry liberation tax receipt. Any Ambazonian whether they catch you or they kill you, not been because of any other thing, not been because of you not get anything for do the liberation tax. We understand certain quarterheads, they don't be picked up by the occupier, not been because of the liberation tax. Because if we get everything for do with their quarterhead CPDM elections, who know what may they take place. So if you understand the sentiments, but we not continue to advance this type of narratives. And then you talk say you want freedom at the same time. It be contradictory. You know if you talk say you want to separate yourself from everything, anything Cameroon, but at the same time, you don't want to change basic taxi colors or pay the liberation tax. You know, if you talk say you suffer under the Cameroon occupation system, and then there's the policies and the steps and the actions which is supposed to extricate you, for remove you from the occupational system and give you the kind of freedom what you want, you oppose them. A ban on bikes, on the circulation of bikes by the occupier. We must introduce countermeasures, counter actions for punish the occupier, for try for institute policies for our territory, where it go hurt our people them. We need to talk to make taxi, they don't work out for road. We talk to make taxi, they change colors because we start the takeover process for start for decide what happen for our territory. So make all man be ready. We didn't have for the path now to escalate. We didn't have for the path now for turn on the heat. We didn't have for the path for increase the pressure we Cameroon not better. We must induce the highest level of pain and punishment on Cameroon for what it don't do for our people. A stubborn occupier and a stubborn dictator, where no one get into a peaceful, comprehensive, negotiated settlement, it need a punishment until you induce pain, leverage, pressure, where it becomes unbearable for your own citizens, for cause chaos, insecurity, instability, uprising on it no go move. So once you understand the psychology of a dictator, then now you find the tools, the strategies, the ideas in order. It's like the crab in the bucket. The crab in the bucket. Or the pressure cooker. You start for increase the temperature for the water. You start for increase the temperature slowly. Slowly. The more the temperature, the increase, the temperature, the rise. That's right. You know, it's a game day on. When Mr. Biya start to feel the pain, when 1 cup granite, it becomes 250 for La Republique. When enough you buy gari again, when enough you buy copper for vegusi, when enough you buy banana again, when enough you buy chop again, it go be a different story. Ambazonian no need for beg for negotiations. Now La Republique need for go on their knees for come beg we for negotiate. All right? Escalatory dominance. We must take, as the leader don't talk, say we must get a level of a degree of madness. We go do them in a sensible manner. We go do them in a measured manner. We go do them in a way we go minimize the negative effect on our civilian population, on our people, while we increase the consequences on Cameroon. When we increase the cost on Cameroon, the time don't come. The time don't come for escalate. So every man and woman on the territory, be prepared. Be prepared. Mr. Biya the year 12. Dictators, they only year 12. Now when you escalate beyond their wildest imagination, do the extraordinary. Do what they not ever expect them of you. We must do the things that we never ever expect them of we. But those things that we want to do, there must be things where they punish La Republique. There must be things where they cause pain on La Republique. There must be things that way they harm La Republique. They harm them politically, they harm them economically, they harm them financially, they harm them socially, they harm them culturally. Where they harm their image, they harm them for the way it cause more insecurity for La Republique. Every action we must take them We must minimize the unintended consequences on our civilian population while we maximize and increase the consequences on La République du Cameroon. The Ambazonian people then, they don't pay a heavy price under Cameroon occupation. Our actions must focus on Cameroon. We must make Ambazonia it be unlivable for Cameroon administrators, for Cameroon CPDM elites, for Cameroon CPDM funds and chiefs, will it be auxiliary to the occupation government until they repent, until councillors, the staff will resign, until mayors, the staff will resign, until the staff will denounce CPDM. For now, the action they must take now for escalatory dominance. The key then for one hand, now we must decide the future. The future now you get them, the future now we control them, the destiny now we get them. We must give our people which they don't ask for, which they want. Independence, freedom, and a homeland will be free of Cameroon Bulu occupation and terrorism for our people then. For all our suffering people then. We feel una pain, we understand una pain. The one who they still be na refugees, we understand una. We want to make una be aware of the work of the spoilers, of the work of traitors, of the work of people then where they deal the work with Cameroon. Una be very vigilant. For any person where they can't tell you, say, they want give you money, make you go back. Poor Biya want make you go back. Now Poor Biya drive you, make you become refugee. Now Poor Biya drive you, make you stay for bush. Now them they drive you. Now which of your problems will it be the underlying cause of the war where Poor Biya don't solve them? The 1,200 villages where they don't burn them completely into dust. Now how many of them they don't kind of construction for you? They tell me come back na full side. Now be very careful. Now be very, very careful. Not fall for the trap. A lot of Ambazonians, they don't be deceived. For leave the fight. For go join with they call and say DDR. Today, now the Cameroon government, they go kill the DDR, those DDR fighters. Today, now they say they talk in a scam. First, make una listen from a video and audio from Nambere we be make them about Cameroon government. Una listen, and they'll go play una the one we don't make them now about what they go on for DDR. Make you listen for that audio. If our technicians they be ready, make they play with that Nambere, the old audio we be talking about when baby Matt, I think a baby Karu be killed.
And the talking to Mr. Ellis Smith, what you told me is not what I'm seeing. General Eko Ebai, what you told me is not what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing, General Eko. What I'm seeing is not what you told me. This is not how you told me that they are going to go with the peace. Dr. Saksa Congo, you are in Nigeria with your family. This is not how you told me about the peace. You did not tell me that we will be going up and making our effort, and some people are behind spoiling it for our own brothers and sisters. Where if we go up and down, that's where we are going to last in our life. If I run not to stay in Southwest or in Bamenda, my children will go and stay there. Because that's where it belongs. Tapaka I will then Tino na Witeri. Everybody should not plexi quiet for a lot of these things. But this is not what you told us. What we are seeing is different. Pass me to know. And they talk directly to you. We don't complain about it for 2 years something today. Every day people they come on Nigeria, they say they will give the work. There's no work. There is suffer. Who call yam say yam. That people will call me to let us say no, not begin to talk so they are beginning to go school. They are beginning to live well. All we get for enjoy, all we get for live well. General Echo be saying that's what the cake, what they fight about. Man, they cut and share and get my own small. Who's our own small day? That means we're all small now, they bullet them. When they share of our auntie, our sister, our mommy them. How many times our mommy they don't move close, what can see last of streets? So man, they find one picking forget them. What you mean for one talk? What you mean for one hide down? You go talk one, somehow carry on go divert into different thing. I tell you something, if I get to die, I will die irresponsible deaths. Because I will die, it happens, I don't die. But I tell you some one thing about the truth while they talk. And what you for the listen while they talk, the all man could know that this truth now kill me. I don't accept peace. Now say me the key or anglophone them. No. I accept peace, they will look away. It's a lastly solution where you know will make people they die. Now the reason why I accept peace that. I accept peace now say will look the last solution where will make people they for not die. I don't accept peace now say will encourage me people die. No. Me some man not ever try should not make a let's say over serious. Now I mean they shoot me for a condo titi. Shoot me broke joy foot. In the hospital now. If you don't broke, you don't condemn. Nobody know the call up again ask where they chop when they chop. The other day I mean they go arrest this in the amber where they don't shoot inside bush. If I know interfere, so then I saw them for taking a life will go end. Because they don't get chance for any man for listing anything. You're going to meet up man, you are arrested. You meet up with somebody for house. You know what for every ask what's warrant of arrest to bring out. When I made it that anglophone so they've been that means I just somewhere you don't hear something, you don't get to go follow the normal procedure then. That means procedure then they talk what's how you feel arrest person. That means you just go meet up my job arrest you. Because if this get power, get gun, get all thing. Who not drop a gun there because of be fool. Who drop a gun there because love Cameroon. Who love our country. Who love peace. Who like to be honest. An Englishman is a humble man. My junior sister was raped and my auntie fought they were killed and I joined the struggle. Now the one that you are killing openly like this, how is the reaction of the family? What did you think would be the reaction of the others? If they not tell you say, come off a road, any man will say shoot them. You don't ever be a gun for the one way if you see somehow you go shoot them. Una the one convince now who? Me man don't convince me. Una man tell una something man tell una something. Except say this one not be bring me someone talk about peace. I will talk for Minister of Higher Education. I mean go there by myself 5 times. Say I go see just to explain all this kind of nonsense every year. So this is what used to happen. And sometimes you see people will be afraid to send their children to school because of all this rubbish. She did not give me time to explain anything. She did not even attend to me. Because you think you are so special. In this world between two brothers, there's no speciality. There is no speciality. You don't know past some man don't know past you. We did join our brain together for find a lastly solution. Maybe you're a NAM, your doctor degree or whatsoever you think you have will be the one to give the solution. The solution can come from a common man that you are neglecting.
Okay. Now the first talk that we number be talk when La Republique military They kill an Ambazonian Pekin for inside Boya. When you see even these traitors, moment they, when they are masters, they go beyond waiting, then they be agree. These same traitors, the truth, it go start for them. Because then say they know say they be next. Again, number again, you don't move another audio today. We'll talk about the deception of which they call and say DDR. Say DDR na a scam. Make the studio play with that audio.
It been a time where some of them get for wake up for sleep. Thank God. Say, hey, Nambere is alive. We cannot meet him one-on-one. When I arrived in Yaoundé, a lot of La République ministers and governors, they were there to take pictures with me. They were very happy, excited to see me. Little did I know the agenda which some of them have. If I was not smart enough and if the grace of God was not on my side, I would have been killed since, which I know that I was the highest target to kill, but they don't want to kill me openly so that people should understand. The day they came to Hotel Memos, it was to kill me. Severally in Limbe, it was to kill me. But when I discover all this plan, God give me a directive. And do you think I will not tell anybody thank you for saving my life? The way Ambazonian, some of the fake Ambazonian, they be go. If Paul Biya may give that degree and call me for dialogue, say my pikin come talk, una for don't kill me. So I the thank you for save my life till today. That time when he called me, he saved my life. Even though some people around me want to say I die, I get things then. So people they say, hey, now I don't come abroad. Now why you don't can talk that thing then? Now for you understand, I go make me can talk. I don't owe anybody any explanation. But I tell you something, Ambazonian will never beg anybody. Under rain, under sun, under hungry, we will never beg. Yes. Police get life. If police find himself today, say they go back to go fight, now because he don't wait for una the showing and waiting not understand. So he go for side way understand waiting where they talk. How you want to carry me, they blame me for some money decision. What do you do for the man? That way they say DJ are not the only solution. How many people don't come out DJ are in the prison? Till now I can call some of the video call they are in prison. How many don't come out to the center where they don't lost their life? And Mr. Kunda thought you see the center and the only so maybe you never go deeply for understand the center and another scam. Because all the boys then, when they don't be for inside the center, they don't use them like toilet roll. They turn them upside down. Make them understand that there is nothing. Una na vuma na wanka yese kumbawata the carry mango. Una never see the other time when the beginning of Judicial Center they woke up block road governor pass orders any person go block road again go prison. Why they woke up go block road? If things be better. How many times they don't strike? How many times they don't shout? How many times they don't make noise? Based on which way they pass through. How many times where they don't try for beg for someone to look their situation, their present situation. You carry man. If that's so Nigeria be the handle the ex-fighter them, they are not sure so they forget people the way Le Asare Tokumbo them today with other one Tom Polo they will still work for the same government for protect pipeline. All they will turn back na rebel. They will still dey inside bush, they still fight the Biafra fight. But the government struggle by their all possible best by for not only give them salary, but give them job where they go to see money for take care of their picking and their woman them. They will help one or two person with that. But now on a commode come, you abandon me. You forgot by it. Me just when I just watch me make mistake. Yannick one say petrol, una catch him. The other one do clando, una catch him. No opportunity, no advantage, no nothing. Let them die. One talks one go tell we say they be diploma them, they be PhD, they be doctor, they be this. One eye hospital not there for ground zero when they don't bill them. Every inside bush for use and save people their life. School fine, school a very nice thing. It is good to have all this certificate. If only you know the use and the purpose for it, and you can defend it anytime, and you can put it on good use. It's like a foolish man is carrying a gun on his hand, and he say, "I'm robber guy attack me, rape my pikin, rape my woman, and they carry my money go." Then police one can do control, can say we get AK-47 inside house. They get for every carry you put over fines, cause shoot to kill him. That's how some of you are. Now, what you gonna do? Una go see a valuable weapon. We wanna get for thank God. Wake up for our own. Say, okay, you make a mistake and we make a mistake also. You were too far from us. Thank God today you have come closer to us. Let's embrace you and let's talk with you and see the way forward. Una wanna say die. How if you do come London, they can enjoy so. They get for die because I get good heart. I don't help people. I get things that I don't do for a lot of people. Where they do for everything abroad. So when they bear witness, they know. When they are time for paying me back. I get people I don't save their life.
All right. Now the traitor, where they calling him Beretta, the big man for DDR, where they use it for success Congo, use it bringing for La Republic. They don't use it now. They don't discard it like a piece of shit. Now in that, it is spill the fire, the scam of DDR. Any Ambazonian fighter, listen for an ex-fighter. Which the place where you did now, you get more powers past the governor. An Ambazonian soldier on the ground, you get more power as an Ambazonian soldier. You pass the colonial governor. As an Ambazonian commander, you get more power. You pass Diongute. You get more power past Atanganji. You get more power past Regina Mundi. Not go down the path for listening for sellouts and spies. May they can't fool you, make you remain a coward, a powerless human being. At the highest power, this will get them now. As commanders, as generals, as soldiers of the territory. Now we control the territory. We increase the power. Now the public deprive you of power. It deprive you of opportunity. It deprive you of dignity. Now a moment this, forgive that dignity to yourself. Forgive that power to yourself. Forgive that opportunities to yourself. Use that power for the liberation of your people. Use that power for the liberation of your nation. Use that power for the liberation, for end the suffering on our people, for end the pain we Cameroon don't put on for our people. A liberation fighter, now a nationalist, a goal now for end foreign domination, for end occupation, for liberate the land and for give the people them a life we God to be promised them. I'm gonna talk this one for today. Or when I get my contact, if you never pay a liberation tax, whether not for ground zero or for diaspora, will enter for the second part of the year, pay your liberation tax before you start forget consequences. When I get a good night.
Tank alive, tank alive. Life, c'est secondé. C'est secondé, c'est secondé. Tank alive, tank alive. Life, c'est secondé.
Dictator Chung, second deputy mayor of Bello, urged the youth to actively turn out, shun fear, and partner with the head of state so as together they can contribute her meaningful and reasonable quota to a sustainable return to peace. He reassured them that the security services have taken necessary measures to guarantee their safety, also reminding them that Dictator Chung, second deputy mayor of Bello, urged the youth to actively turn out, shun fear, and partner with the head of state so as together they can contribute her meaningful and reasonable quota to a sustainable return to peace. He reassured them that the security